All right, welcome to my 5 things I do not like about my 2020 Mitsubishi Outlander. So first things first, the interior is fairly simple and it's not modern by any means. So some of you may say this may not be such a bad thing. How can that be negative? And you're right, it really is sort of in the eyes of the beholder, but I would say maybe exactly what I don't like about the interior part is the gloss, piano gloss, black trim that's out there. So it shows fingerprints and dust really easily. So I had my dog in the car a little bit ago here, and of course when he sneezes you got all these little drops on there. So the gloss black does not hide this stuff very well, and of course it catches all the dust, even though I dusted the car last week. So it's a pretty high maintenance thing. So you can see how you got this mirror finish to it. The other thing I don't like about the car, and that should be probably number 1, is this thing right here, right? The CVT transmission. I do have a video that I will link in the description and also possibly right up here in the video. And this is about the performance of CVT. I am a car guy, so I enjoy shifting gears, or I enjoy feeling the automatic transmission or the DSG engage and shift gears and transfer power, where with this car there is no excitement driving it. However, the benefit of CVT, of course, is in fuel mileage. This is not in performance experience. So that is that. It is smooth, but it takes a little bit of getting used to. I've driven this car since new for 13,000 miles, and I am just getting a hang of it. The rest of the interior is okay. It's simple, and you get this suede type of inserts here. I enjoy those, so I won't mention them much since this is things I don't like about the car. Now, the other thing I don't like about the car, this is actually probably number 2, is how wide the threshold is to get out. So I am almost 6 feet tall, so I don't have a problem. But what happens is when you get salt in the wintertime or mud or anything, if I wanted to get out, you can see the space between the seat and the outer edge of the car. We're looking at 8 to 10 inches here. So it's quite a broad step in the car. So if I get out, I can't really put my foot far enough without having my pants touch this skirt here. And if the car is not clean, you end up having dirt in the back of your pants here. So I just don't like how wide the threshold is. I think a lot of cars will have their door going all the way down, and that actually does not have this piece. So you'll have the trim that's built into the exterior of the door. So then when you open it up, you actually have this piece comes with the door. So you just have half the width here to negotiate, so you can be closer to your seat. So I hope this makes sense. So if you are shorter than 5'9", you probably are going to have a hard time getting in the car. So in the car is not too bad, but again, see, I'm getting in and my calf is touching this door panel here. So, and getting in is not as bad, but again, getting out is a little bit of a pain. So I come from having a Lexus GX470 that has a little step side here that you can step in, right, the running board, if you will, and that gets you in the car pretty easily. So, and the seat is embedded. So I don't want to dwell on this too long, but that's, you know, that's kind of my negative thing with that, how wide the threshold is. Okay, so what were we on? Number 2. Number 3, and I don't know how much of a complaint this is or not, is these are 18-inch wheels, and even though they look nice, there's really not a whole lot of rubber on it. There's 55 sidewall profile, and it tends to ride a little harsh, even though it has independent rear suspension. It runs a little bit rough, and I mean, obviously this is not a luxury car, so I would probably prefer to have 16 or 17-inch wheels with a little bit more rubber on it. Now, thing number 4 that I don't like about this car is how small the third row is, and I don't have that up, so I just have it down right now to allow me for some cargo space. But the once the third row is up, you have about this much space in here, because then you'll have the headrests that come up pretty high and they're right up against the rear window. So it's not a true 3-row SUV. However, I would say it's got about as much space as the Subaru Outback. And then as far as thing number 5 about this car is the looks, right? This is a 2020 model, and the design, it was likely designed in 2010, so at least 10 years ago, if not 2006. So the design is controversial, but I would like it to be a little bit more aggressive looking, but I'm pretty nitpicking. So be sure to check out my other video on 5 things that I like about the car, and I hope this will make sense to you if you are looking for a used one of these. Obviously you can't pick up a new 3rd generation Outlander anymore, but a used one I think is a tremendous value. I think they were initially listed, at least the SE trim was 29 grand. The new 4th generation Outlander in SE trim, I believe, starts at 32,000. So this was a very, very good value. So I would highly recommend, if you're not a spirited driver, if you don't care shifting your automatic transmission, and if you don't care about strong acceleration, this is a really, really good daily driver, commuter, family hauler, grocery getter, whatever you want to call it. So thanks for watching, and please let me know if you'd like me to do a full review on this regarding performance, the interior, exterior, engine compartment, and some of my experiences. But check out my channel for some maintenance items on this. I've done a couple oil changes so far, including installing a magnetic drain plug and some of the other maintenance items like rust prevention, rust proofing, the undercarriage, and so forth. So thanks again for watching. Thanks for following me, and we will see you on the next one. Bye.